and deliver his pitch.
And then he said, would you be interested in selling this property, Mr. Maple? And I said, you mean sell my store? The whole business? And he said, that's what I mean, the whole business.
Oh, my.
And I said, well, what would Johnson, Bailey and Company want with a little grocery business like this? And he said, now, look, I'll be frank with you, Mr. Maple. What we want is this corner property. And I said, oh, you mean you just want the building? And he said, no, we don't want the building.
Well, what do they want?
They want this location, Verna, so as they can put up a Johnson, Bailey and Company retail store.
Right here on this corner?
Uh-huh. And we could rent that place across the street and still stay in business. And Verna,
Yes?
you're not going to believe this because I didn't either. They're willing to pay $45,000 if they buy this corner. $5,000 if they buy it. He said they're considering either this corner or one other location. $5,000.
For this corner?
Uh-huh.
You mean they give us? Oh, my.
And the man is coming back in a couple of days.
Which man?
The man from Johnson, Bailey and Company to find out if we want to sell, in case they want to buy.
If we want to sell?
Yes, I said I never do anything without consulting my wife.
Oh, Norman, for $45,000. Why,
Well, I know, but this property's been in the family since 1912. It's our living, and we got a store rent-free.
But if we had all that money...
I know. We could do some of those things we've always been saying we were going to do, like,
Grand Canyon.
Uh-huh. And,
Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah.
And Boulder Dam. And the Petrified Forest. And Las Vegas. And the Pasadena Festival of Roses.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Norman, I just thought.
What?
Alfred.
We won't tell him.
He'll find out. He finds out everything.
Well, we'll say it's none of his business.
But real estate is his business.
Well, we'll tell him we've made up our minds.
Oh, he'll unmake our minds. Oh, Norman, I wish he wasn't my brother. If he was only my sister...
Well, he isn't. But you know what I'm going to say this time? I'm going to say...
It won't do any good.
Well, I know it won't, but I'm going to say it anyway.
He's invited himself to dinner tonight.
I'm going to say, Alfred, you may be Verna's brother, and you may be related to me by marriage, and you may have had 16 years' experience in the real estate business, but we've made up our minds, Alfred. If Johnson, Bailey and Company want to buy our property for $45,000, we're going to sell it.
So you're going to sell it?
Yes, we are, Alfred. We've made up our minds.
You're going to sell this valuable corner property for $45,000.
Alfred.
Don't interrupt, Bernie.
Alfred, last year you said you wouldn't give $12,000 for this property. You said the business trend was away from this section of the town.
Oh, you're wrong. What I said was...
No, you did say that, Alfred. Now, I remember distinctly.
What I said was the business trend is away from this section. But if some big outfit was real smart, they'd come in here, reestablish the values, and reverse the trend.
You said no such thing.
Can I have some more meat?
Well, anyway, we've made up our minds.
And a little gravy, please.
We've decided...
That's fine, thanks. You decided to let this corner go at a sacrifice without consulting me, even though I'm in the business.
No, that's not so. We simply decided...
Well, did you consult me?
Alfred.
You didn't, did you? I got a background of 16 years' experience in this real estate business. I've handled properties in every part of this state.
How about some more asparagus, Alfred?
I'm considered one of the most accurate appraisers in this area. In fact, I was twice voted the most aggressive salesman in the entire county.
Alfred.
And you decide to sell your property for a lousy $45,000 when you can easily get $60,000. I think I will have some more iced tea.
Did you say 60?
I did.
And last year you said...
Never mind what I said last year. If I'm going to handle this deal for you...
Who said anything about...
Well, certainly you're not going to let them take advantage of you. I mean, after all...
Alfred, please keep out of this. Let them gyp us if they want to.
Verna, I'm ashamed.
No, what she meant, Alfred...
I know what she meant. She'd rather throw $15,000 down the drain than let me help her.
It isn't that.
Oh, yes,
No, it isn't. I only meant...
All right, Verna. Fortunately, I'm not oversensitive. I'll handle this thing for you without commission. However, I will make one stipulation.
Alfred, we don't want you to waste your time. Honest, we don't.
I'll make this one stipulation. I'll be allowed to have any corollary benefits that accrue from the negotiations, if any.
Alfred.
Now, when is this man coming back to see you, the one from Johnson Bailey?
Well, I don't know, really. I mean, he said
Well, it's
that...
not important. I just wanted to know, so I'll have my plan of action.
Alfred.
Verna, stop worrying, will you? I'm taking care of this. They're not going to put anything over on you. That much I can guarantee.
Our best lead on Ellery came from a purchase agreement that he left with one of his victims. We traced the legal form this was written on to a stationery store where the clerk recognized Ellery's picture. The clerk told us that he had recommended a public stenographer to Ellery. And our next step was to interview the young lady, whose name was Miss Gladys Fisher.
He's a what?
A swindler. He served more than 10 years in jail.
Him? Ellery?
That's right.
He hasn't got anything to do with that mail order company?
Nothing at all.
How do you like that? And him taking me to the palm room and throwing this great big line of baloney. Well, I'd like to get my hands on that character.
When did you see Ellery last, Miss Fisher?
I remember. About a month ago. He said he was going to make a western swing, and he'd call me when he got back. Oh, I wish he'd take a swing from the top of some lamppost, believe me.
But he did say he'd call you.
Yeah.
Miss Fisher, we're going to ask you to cooperate with our bureau and get in touch with us immediately if Ellery calls you. Would you do that?
Hmm?
Here's our phone number, Miss Fisher.
You mean that I should turn in the salary?
This man is a criminal, Miss Fisher.
Well, yeah, I know, but...
I gather he did misrepresent himself to you, Miss Fisher.
Oh, you're not kidding, but I'd feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you said you wasted all this time on him.
Yeah, I did. Okay, give me a card. If he calls me, I'll call you. That swindler.
Having made arrangements with Miss Fisher, we followed a number of dead-end leads on the elusive Jim Ellery. While we were doing this, Ellery had completed the first step in taking a new victim.
And then what did he say?
Well, he said it was definitely between our location and this other place, and they'd decide in a few days.
Yeah, I know the other place. It's that corner on 6th and Walnut.
Oh, Alfred.
Now, listen, don't tell me it isn't. I know what's going on around this town. What else did he say?
Well, that's about all. Verna invited him to have a cup of coffee, so we sat around and talked a while.
Talked? About what?
Groceries, mostly.
Grocery. Why in heaven's name didn't you call me? I could have come here and pinned him down.
Well, we thought that...
I could have given him the traffic count on that 6th and Walnut corner and showed him how this place is twice as active.
Last year, you
Why, when I said last year, this is this year. Is he still here in town?
Yeah, at the commercial house.
Alfred.
You'd only let me know he was coming.
Well, we didn't know ourselves.
He said he has personal business here, so he came a few days early.
Personal business?
Yeah, he wants to buy a couple of lots out in that new development. He says he hasn't got the cash right now.
That's it. That's the key to the whole thing.
Alfred.
He's looking for his cut, don't you see? That's how they all work.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's plain as day. Don't you get it?
No, I don't.
Look, he says that his company will either buy your place or the 6th and Walnut location. And right in the next breath, he says he needs money to do a little business on his own.
You mean that...
Of course I do. All he gets is a salary from Johnson and Bailey. They all take something on the side to swing a deal one way or another.
You mean a bribe?
Verna, don't be silly. Listen, Norma, we've got this guy right where we want him. He's opened his whole hand.
Alfred.
We'll not only sell him this property, but we'll get $60,000 for it. You'll wait and see. What's the phone number of the commercial house? 2100, isn't it?
Alfred, please, keep out of this.
Keep out? Verna, I'm going to make you and Norman a pile of dough in spite of everything. Hello, commercial house. I'd like to speak to Mr. James Ellery, please. Mr. Alfred Walker calling.
From July 15th,